Yeah, hey, I'm over on Lee Highway in North Cleveland, and there's a squad car parked in no parking zone, and I just, I worry what kind of precedent this is setting if a police car is able to do this. When a civilian's car probably would get a ticket if they did the same thing. No, I do not. That's right. Yes, ma'am. We're on it's on the street on North Cleveland, on the north side of Lee Highway. There's just a no parking sign there, close to the curb, close to the edge of the curb there. And my first name's Pete. It's Eyre. It's E-Y-R-E. I'm sure you guys have it already, but is that necessary, or? That's fine, I'll refuse. It's parked on North Cleveland. That's correct. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. So 437. Yeah, let me, I was actually just waiting out here to see how you guys dealt with this, but the number is, okay, the number is 6897. Okay, thank you. Right on. Like I told the person I spoke to, I'm just, I just don't know what kind of message it sends to the regular folks. We don't have badges, and we'd probably get a ticket for doing something like this. So, okay. Thanks for your time. You're not going to issue him a ticket for that?
What?
You're not going to issue him a ticket for that?
Why would you issue him a ticket?
Because wouldn't you issue a civilian a ticket?
Are you the guy that called?
I am the guy that called.
Alright.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to say I'm open carrying right now, so there's no surprises.
You're what?
I'm open carrying right now, so there's no surprises.
I don't have a problem with that. What are you
Okay.
guys doing? Are you videotaping me?
Yes, sir, I am.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Mark Belanger. I'm Lieutenant in Charge of Motor
Good to
Squad.
see you. I'm Pete. Pete Eyre. Yes, sir.
Pete what?
Eyre.
Pete Eyre. Okay.
Yes, sir. I just don't think this sets a good example for the public. I worry about what it does for the image of the department. You know, if you see officers,
that's good. I appreciate that.
if you see officers, you know, do things like this. I mean, sure, it's. I know it's not the biggest offense, but you know, if people with badges get away with things like this, then you know, then you have to draw the line somewhere. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't know the whole history of this neighborhood, but I've been told that some people are complaining about him taking up a legal parking space because there's not enough places for the citizens to park their cars. So I think he was trying to do the next best thing.
Okay.
You know, I think he was trying to look out for the welfare of all the citizens.
Right. Well,
there.
I mean, I'm sure when he's taken up another spot, it's made other people park around the block or something. You know, they wouldn't park here fearful of a ticket. So I don't know why. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to do the lesser of two evils.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still curious why, if you happen to be rolling by and had time, would you ticket a civilian's vehicle for parking in another parking spot?
Yeah, probably would.
But you're not going to ticket him because it's...
Because I'm not going to.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Can I have your badge number, please?
You can have whatever you want.
Great. I appreciate it.
There you go.
Thanks, sir. All right, have a good night. Be safe. How's it going? Can I help you with something?
No, can I help you?
No?
Okay.
Cool. Alright. I just
what?
Just walking around, man.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
It is, sir.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Alright. Is this how you try to build respect with the community? By following us around?
It's a beautiful day. I'm enjoying myself, aren't you?
Alright, I'm going on a walk then.
You should be, concerned. A lot of people get concerned when they see you open firearm.
Some people do, that's correct.
Majority of people do.
That's right. Well, some people do.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, if you have concealed carry, that the public would probably prefer that,
I know.
rather than listen a little alarming
Right.
that way.
I mean, part of the reason there's concern, people maybe, a bit surprised to see someone open carrying is that not a lot of people do it. So one reason I do it is for education, just to say, hey, it's all right to do so.
It's a tough way to educate the public. A very alarming way to educate the public.
Yeah, but I think...
If you ever get a concealed carry permit, most people would prefer it that way. That's the honest.
Right. I think if you're a good ambassador and you're not you're a good spokesperson for the ideas and talking about people's rights and things like that, then...
Have you ever encountered a citizen and talked to him about it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Here in Arlington?
Yeah, I actually haven't had a problem. I've got a lot of businesses and haven't had problems with...
You carry open in the business?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I do.
I'm surprised. How long have you lived here in Arlington or patroned Arlington?
Over 2 years now. But I haven't been open carrying the whole time. Just about the past year or so.
How many times have the policeman called on you for open carry?
Once.
Only once in 2 years?
Yeah.
How many times have you...
Well, like I said, I haven't been open carrying for 2 years. I've been open carrying about a year.
A year?
Yeah.
All right.
So...
Yeah. I guarantee you, I can't tell you how many times the public calls. This is Northern Virginia. This isn't the Wild West. This isn't Southern Virginia.
Right.
Okay. People are very alarmed at firearms.
I agree.
Okay. So if you don't want to be stopped by police, you don't want people looking at you, running from you.
Right.
And you legitimately have that concealed carry permit.
But Virginia is an open carry state, so it is all right.
I'm just telling you the demographics and Northern Virginia is far different than Southern Virginia or Western Virginia.
Sure.
Do you know that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So that's what I'm just advising you of, that, if you don't like being called on by the police, or citizens calling you, or citizens looking, oh my goodness, he's got a gun.
Yeah, well, actually, when I did get stopped, I filed a FOIA request, and I followed through and got a letter from the chief of police, and, I was told that this sort of stuff wouldn't happen, that...
Well, they don't know who you are, and they're not going to give you carte blanche. The citizen doesn't know who you are, and so they'll...
Right.
The police
well, I'm not saying the citizen wouldn't...
every time
I'm not saying the citizens aren't going to call, you know, perhaps, but that the officers have been retrained on what the statutes were, and that the communication staff was talked to, and that you know, some errors had been made. So
well, I don't know about the time that you were stopped by the police, but I guarantee you that a citizen, I'm sure that if you continue to carry, officers will be called and officers will respond accordingly.
Sure, and we use those opportunities.
The first thing is going to be their safety and the citizen's safety.
Right, and we'll use those opportunities to help educate people. You know, I don't.
Being an ambassador of firearms as you claim that you are, I would recommend you go to the NRA and see how they advertise or proffer one does or doesn't carry.
Right. I mean.
Right.
Perhaps I don't necessarily abide.
Yes or no? You were going to say yes.
No, I mean I don't necessarily abide by what the NRA stands for in a lot of things, and you know, there's some good people over there and they do some good work on some things, but they don't speak for me. So.
All right. But they're the ones that are allowing you to carry openly.
They're not the ones allowing me. It's my right, because I was born with the right to defend myself.
They're the ones that advocate that right.
In some instances, they pushed back against the DC versus Heller case initially, so you can't say across the board.
So I don't watch too much of that.
Yeah, they haven't been consistent across the board on all issues. I mean, like any other organization, they pick their fights. So, but I mean, this isn't about the NRA. This is, I don't know. This is just about. The reason I called initially was that I don't think...
I'm not talking about that. That problem's been resolved.
Right.
Now we're talking about you're carrying a gun. You're walking around an apartment complex and you probably don't live.
I live in this area.
This area, not this apartment complex.
Well, I don't necessarily want you guys following me home. I mean, what is this... What?
Speak your mind.
What does this say about...
What does it say?
What does it say about policing when a citizen calls with legitimate complaint about an officer breaking the law and then the officer follows him home? What does that say?
I'm not following him home. This is a beautiful day. I live in this neighborhood. You know where I live, probably.
I know you live on a street somewhere. I walk past your car all the time.
Great.
And this is the first time I've seen it there.
Good.
And that's one time too many.
That's your opinion. Great.
And you may have heard there was another officer, I'm not sure who he was, but you know, out in front of the 7-Eleven last year that got the same thing basically happened. He parked in no parking spot, and I called it in, and you know, followed up with the chief, and you know, now every time I've seen police cars over there, they're always in the parking lot. So they've realized they're not supposed to park in the no parking zone. So I just want to make sure, you know, that if there's laws being set, that everybody you know, the folks setting the laws are abiding by them just like everybody else has to. If we're being held to a certain standard, just because you have a badge doesn't give you any more rights. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I'm not debating that.
Okay. All right. So what are we going to do? Play a waiting game?
I don't know. It's a beautiful day. I'm enjoying myself. Sounds like you're enjoying yourself.
All right. Well, I mean... Is there any reason why you're following me?
I'm going the same way you are, and there's a bike path here. It's a beautiful day. I live in this neighborhood. You said you don't live in this apartment complex.
I didn't say I did not live here. I said I live in the area.
You said you didn't live in this apartment
complex. It's on the video, and so I'll put it up on YouTube soon enough, and you'll be able to see it.
Outstanding.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Well, have a good day then.
Have a good day.
I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about?
You're the one who engaged me. I'm just walking. You're the one who, how you doing? How can I help you? You asked me. You can play that on the video.
That's right. That's right. That sounds good.
There you go.
Well, I think most people would try to engage you if they just call to report an officer, you know, violating a law, and then that officer starts following them.
I'm just a person walking on the street.
Yeah? Okay.
Have I been anything other than polite with you?
No, you've been great. You've been great.
As well as you.
All right. Appreciate it. Okay. Well, have a good night then.
Have a good night then.
All right. So I'm going to take a walk.
So am I. I can't live here. So.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care.